Do 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 do. 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 Share these links. Let's frickin' share these links to the people. So if the people wish to join, they can join. Cool. Let's put it on Discord. Alright, seems good to me. Let's open up the chat. And see who we got there. Oh, hey, dude. Hey, Ferret Man. Yeah, I don't know. I just... This is just how things have sort of timed up today. I don't know. I thought I was going to end up... I honestly thought I was going to end up streaming, like, super early today. And, yeah, I thought I was going to stream, like, super early today. And end up, like, streaming and playing games loads of the day, but that's just sort of... I don't know. I ended up just doing other stuff. It's been good, right? It's all been totally good. But yeah. Let's just warm up a little bit. I didn't ghost those, really. Oh, you're playing Wild Assault. Sick, man. Wild Assault is fun. Gotta do it quick. Because that's what we do. We draw audishes. One of the things we do. So we like to draw an oddish. We did Pikachu in the stream yesterday. So he's gonna be a new sort of thing that we do, is we chuck in a Pikachu. Let's chuck in a Pikachu real quick. Let's clean him up. Oh, this is though, to be fair, okay? Because I was about to stop criticizing my Pikachu. I think my Pikachu, which I did yesterday, took me about 7 minutes. So the fact that this one here is not taking me very long at all, I don't know. There's some value to that, right? Maybe we disagree. Maybe we disagree. But I don't know, I feel we're... I mean, it looks a little bit more like Temu Pikachu now. It's a little bit more like a Pal World pal. you know. I think being able to check out sort of a Pikachu just like that's kind of nice. There we go, even if he's a little bit goofy, you know. We just kind of chucked him out. Let's kind of chuck in some dog heads, you know. Kind of feels good. Like, not bad for just like scribbling out real quick, getting warmed up. Let's where's my ruler? Bang. Bang, bang. So just messing around, warming up, you know. Let's actually let's block that off and just put a few ellipses in there. Okay. Let's see what we got in store for today's class, man. So what am I doing? I'm turning that off. Okay, great. So I am up to here. Things to remember, tables of ellipses.
Encuentra tus pestañas con un toque.
Okay.
Elige Google Chrome.
Oh, well, that feels a little bit.
As you work through this exercise, there are two main things that I want you to keep in mind. First of all, confidence. Comes back to the basic principles of mark making. I want you to make sure that you are prioritizing the confidence of your execution first and foremost over anything else. That means using the ghosting method, drawing from your shoulder, and making sure that you are always using your arm to get the best flow possible. One thing I want you to do that will help you achieve that is to always draw through your ellipse. That means drawing around the elliptical shape 2 full times before lifting your pen.
Sorry, thank you, man. Thank you.
Just like that.
Thank you. There we go. That makes more sense.
This will both give your arm
That
more
should
opportunities
hopefully
to go through that elliptical motion,
be a
to
little
get
bit
better
more
training in
leveled.
terms of the muscle memory development. And it will also help
Thank
you
you, dude.
execute better ellipses on the spot, because where the first pass of the ellipse will kind of inform you more in a more tactile manner of the specific, you know, the textural quality of the paper and how your pen is gliding. And the second pass will correct any little mistakes that you may have made along the way. But while this does itself make it easier to execute those ellipses less hesitantly, to be more confident, you still have to be conscious about executing those marks with confidence, using the ghosting method, drawing from your shoulder, and so on. Otherwise, you can still end up drawing hesitantly, even as you go around multiple times, and you'll end up with a wobbly, uneven shape. So always go confidently
Hey, Jared.
around the ellipse.
Hey, dude.
And this is something I want you to do for every single ellipse you draw in this course. I'm not concerned with how you draw outside of the course, but from here to the end of lesson 7, every ellipse you freehand will be drawn in this manner. Next, let's look at accuracy.
We've got
because
7
once
lessons.
you've got that confidence under control and you are executing every mark smoothly and focusing on flow, then without losing that confidence, we start thinking about accuracy. And in this exercise, we have certain limitations to where we want to place our ellipses. We always focus on what is the goal? What is my intent? We're not just drawing a bunch of random ellipses, hoping for the best. We have to first start with the preparation phase of the ghosting method, which means knowing where we want our mark to go. Here we've got a top edge and a bottom edge, and we want to make sure that the ellipse fits in that space. You may not pull this off perfectly. You probably will mess it up plenty of times. But the first step is to know exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve. So we use our ghosting method. We know that we want to fit between these spaces. And then we execute.
We execute.
So here there's a little bit of a gap. I didn't do it perfectly. But what's important is that I know I missed the mark because I was intending to do something differently from what came out. Had I just been drawing random ellipses, there's no way of knowing what I was actually intending to achieve. But because we have initially identified specifically where I want my ellipse to fall, we can see I made a mistake here. I underestimated how far that ellipse had to go, and I was able to learn from that process. Now, as you continue drawing your ellipses, I'm going to want to keep each ellipse so that they're touching, not overlapping, not some random distance from one another, but touching gently. So again, I repeated the same mistake. I got them pretty close. There's a little bit of a gap here. Let's see, maybe rotating the page will make it a little bit easier for me to engage my whole arm and execute that mark more.
I mean, this is giving me advice. I already did a load of these. I already did an absolute load of these ellipses.
It better here, but I ended up with a gap up here and an overlap in this section.
I think we're moving on something new today.
Concrete things that I can identify and improve upon.
But it's still good to hear. It's still good to get repeated.
So this is what I want you to focus on.
Hey, Kenneth.
Confidence first. Always make sure that you're executing from the arm, using the ghosting method, and drawing through those ellipses 2 full times. No more than that and no less. So you don't want to end up with a big hairy ellipse where you don't even know what you were aiming for. You want it to be twice.
Twice.
And as you practice, your execution of those ellipses will get tighter and it will be more intentional. But for now, just keep that in mind. Always be aware of what you're aiming to achieve and work towards it. This exercise is going to be present in your warm-ups for quite a while to come, so don't get caught up in everything.
I haven't seen any of the warm-ups yet, so I don't know when they come into...
The point is to make sure that students, in the completion of these exercises, understand what they should be aiming for.
Because I'm getting the grinding sort of desire. You keep saying don't grind, but I keep getting the desire to grind. Yeah, so Jerry, that I think what we're doing today, I think the main thing we're going to do today is this ellipses and planes. After we watch some crazy Sonic stuff. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this is our new thing. This is our new thing today. Okay.
For this exercise, we're going to be using the results of the ghosted planes section. So I hope you kept those pages.
I do. I've got 2 of them over here.
You just need to redo them before moving on.
I've got one here. And I've got one there.
What this exercise asks of you, on paper, is pretty simple and straightforward, but you will find that it's a fair bit more challenging than it looks.
Okay.
The goal here is to draw ellipses inside of planes such that the ellipses are confidently drawn and evenly shaped, maintaining an elliptical shape without distortion, and that the ellipses touch all 4 sides of their plane. As always, the confidence and evenness of our ellipse depends entirely on how we choose to approach drawing it.
Jerry, I'm super excited, man.
And focus only on this first priority of achieving an even shape, then we can do that. It's simply a matter of choosing to ignore the bounds of the plane and choosing to execute it with our whole arm without any hesitation. Of course, many of you will find it very difficult to ignore the plane because it's right there staring you in the face, demanding that you avoid overshooting or undershooting its bounds. As a result, lots of students end up making their ellipses really stiff and deformed, forcing them to touch the side edges at all costs. As discussed before, and we'll no doubt discuss this again in the future, this is an incorrect order of priorities. If your ellipse isn't evenly shaped, then you shouldn't even be worrying about accuracy. Get the first priority, confidence and fluidity of your mark, down, then worry about accuracy.
Okay.
Now, there are, as always, some things that will help us achieve these goals, and we've introduced them already. Firstly, we want to be drawing through our ellipses, going around the shape 2 full times before lifting our pen.
Okay.
As mentioned in the tables of ellipses exercise, this is something we're going to be doing for every ellipse we draw freehand throughout the entirety of this course. Secondly,
Hey,
using
Robert.
the ghosting method will help us improve our control and accuracy without sacrificing the confidence of the execution.
Oh,
And
that was...
thirdly, as always, we're drawing with our whole arm from the shoulder to promote a nice smooth flow to the stroke, even for smaller ellipses.
Okay.
As with all of the exercises, don't expect mastery.
I'm not getting
Whenever
it.
you're introduced
Not
to an
getting
exercise
mastery.
as part of a lesson in this course,
Yeah.
the point is for you to demonstrate that you understand what you should be aiming for, not that you have the technical skill to pull it off correctly just yet.
Yeah.
What you're making here is a body of work that represents what you can currently do when you put your all into it. That's not perfection, that's just what you can achieve right now.
Yeah.
Then, when you get that work critiqued by someone else, they're able to give you suggestions and advice and your next steps based on what you can do right now. It's not about impressing anyone or really showing off how good you are. It's just so that people can understand how best to help you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what it should look like when you're done.
Ta-da. Let's have a look at the text. That's all. Pip says, besides the beginning of something much more complicated in the future, protecting and constructing cylinders inside of boxes and other similar challenges seems to come with additional criteria need to be met. Pip's each exercise, however, is about maintaining a smooth, even shape above all else. That's your first priority. Second to that is as mentioned above, fitting snugly within the plane, touching all 4 edges. Given that these are generally awkward shapes to work in, I frequently have students who start deforming ellipses. They're generally overwhelmed by the difficulty of the task. More than anything, it's exercise and calming down. Oh, hey Prexel, thanks for coming to say hi, dude. I appreciate it. Uneven, not smooth, or confident. Okay, cool. Alright, sick. So, I think that's probably the... That's not what I meant to click on, I don't think. Oh. Oh, we can, like, look at what other people did. Oh, that's super cute. That's super freaking cute. Okay, so, my line's homework, right? Superimpose line ghosted planes. Okay. So then where's my ellipses? Here's my ellipses homeworks. Yeah, good night, man. Have a good rest. Ellipses and planes. Oh, so that's... Yeah, so I've done my table ellipses. I get 2 full pages of ellipses and planes. So I've done 1, I've done 2. Okay. This is reasonable. The Mac 10 just sucks. I've got no, like, literally no experiences with, like, Macintosh computers. I mean, we don't even say Macintosh anymore, do we? I probably sound like a dweeb saying the Apple Macintosh. Hey, I'm just gonna turn this light on. Let's see if it gets super abrasive. I mean, not crazy abrasive. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll try a different light. I need to sort that out. I said I would work out like a little soft lamp or something. I haven't done that. Yeah, let's do that instead. And I keep these headphones on for way too long. I got these like big ass headphones, right? And I'm wearing them like, obviously when we're watching the YouTube stuff, when watching the tutorials. Oh, not the computer, the gun. Okay, so this is my fundamental lack of understanding of anything. I guess again, guns. I'm not super well versed on my gun plays either. On my gung fu, like we got in John Wick, right? We got gung fu. Like some gung fu. I think you can go get courses from like the John Wick like stunt crew in Las Vegas, and it sounds like honestly punk rock to me. Cool. We got those done. Alright, let's just press on, man. Let's press on. Let's get back to the playlist, man. What the hell is going on? Dude, relax. Relax, Drawabox. Relax. Let me get my headphones back on, man. Okay, so... Oh, things to remember, Ellipses and play as well. Remember after I did it, what I'm actually gonna do is, oh my lord, this is my body of work, man. It's getting huge.
Taking a look at some of those things that I want you to keep in mind and the kind of common mistakes that may occur, it's going to look a lot like what we saw in the tables of ellipses exercise, where first we're focusing on achieving a confident, smooth execution of our mark, and secondly, we're worrying about accuracy. So a common issue that students run into is that because these planes can be quite awkwardly shaped, like this one down here.
I got some more here.
They have a tendency to shut off the part of their brain that worries about that first priority, confidence, and focus entirely on accuracy. And in doing that, they end up making slower, more hesitant marks that get
deformed,
a little bit more uneven. And so there's wobbling here. And the shape itself is not actually an ellipse. It's quite a bit narrower on this end than it is up here. It's more of an awkward egg. So that's not what we're after. Your first priority is to make sure that you are drawing a smooth, confident ellipse. Doesn't matter, really, if it's touching all those edges unless your ellipse is first confident. Meaning that if you end up in a situation where you're focusing on drawing confidently and it goes outside of the ellipse, outside of the plane, this obviously isn't perfect, and it's not really what we're after, but it is much better than ending up with a wobbly, misshapen egg. Once you've got that confident execution under control, then you start worrying about, okay, my next priority is I want to make sure that it's touching all of the edges. So you're going to engage your whole arm to achieve that, and you are going to use the ghosting method. You don't necessarily have to align your ellipse so that it's going straight down the major axes of this ellipse. Of this plane. What you have to do is sometimes you'll be more comfortable fitting a nice, smooth, even ellipse at an angle.
Yeah.
So if we look at this plane here,
hopefully my
this isn't too bad.
my frickin'
I'm touching this edge pretty nicely. Falling a bit
fine
short
liners
in
are
these
coming
two
tomorrow.
areas. And Here, there's a little bit of an overlap, or it's falling outside, but it's not a bad attempt. And the more that you practice these, the more these gaps will reduce, the overlaps will reduce, and you'll have them fitting in snugly. So let's try that again. First priority is always going to be a confident execution. To keep that nice, smooth elliptical shape, draw through your ellipses 2 full times. I don't want to see you, just trying to go around once and calling it done, and make sure that you're drawing from the shoulder. And of course, find a comfortable angle of approach. Once again, not bad. Here's pretty good. It got a little bit separated with drawing through the ellipse, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. This one could be better. And so this is how I want you to think about moving through this exercise. Confidence first. And then accuracy second. And of course, accuracy is just about touching these edges. I don't want you to worry about perspective or anything more advanced like that, which we will get into eventually.
Okay.
And you will be able to adapt this exercise to be even more valuable and meaningful down the road. But right now, all we are worrying about is just touching those 4 edges, making sure the shapes are even, smooth ellipses. That's it. No need to make it more complicated than that.
Just clips, Jerry. I haven't really seen anything much beyond like clips and whatever on the internet, or at least like squares, reminding you of Bluey. Because Bluey's like a square, right? Bluey's kind of like. Right? That's Bluey, right? And Bluey's like Australian, right? So it's like, put another shrimp on the barbie, Bluey. like that's Bluey, right? Bluey. It's that they're Australians, right? Or are they Kiwis? Like, hey Bluey. Hey Bluey, get over here. That's inside Australian. Okay, all right. Yeah, I haven't seen really anything beyond clips, if I'm being real. Funnels.
Some of you may have noticed that while I embarked on a grand campaign to overhaul all of the video demonstrations throughout the course, my last such video came out about 6 months ago. This video recording is actually from the spring, but for some reason I never recorded the voiceover for this one. I couldn't tell you why, but here I am doing it over again. The short of it is this. Our apartment flooded and we had to put all of our equipment into storage, effectively pausing the overhaul. It's been a pretty rough time, but now everything's back in order again, so let's get right into it.
Okay.
We're going to be taking a look at the funnels exercise. This one is pretty straightforward. We draw a sort of funnel shape consisting of an arc on either side and a straight line down the middle. Then, we try to draw ellipses within that shape, keeping them aligned to the straight line and snug between the arcs. Start by drawing a straight line on your page, maybe of about 3 or 4 inches long, and mark out its approximate midpoint. This is going to be the minor axis line we use when aligning our ellipses later.
Okay.
Then, we get to the tricky part. We're going to have to draw some arcs. Freehanding these can be a real pain, and will end up distracting you from the main focus of the exercise. So instead of getting caught up in that, we're going to try and find some circular objects to use as a template. I've picked out a few different objects just to see what would work best. Note that everything I've used here are basically household objects. A roll of tape, a jar lid, and perhaps the easiest thing to find, a dinner plate. You won't need to get each one of these. Rather, I'm testing to see what we should be looking for in a circle template. I often find that taking the time to lay out all of these marks on the page first, before getting into drawing any ellipses, helps to bring my mind from whatever it may have been worrying about previously into a calmer, more focused state. I have in the past seen students try to create printable and reusable sheets with all of these marks already present, and I can understand what they're going for there, but I do feel that skipping over the meditative process of laying out a page and getting it ready is a missed opportunity. With these marks in place, we finish up by drawing a line at our marked endpoints, perpendicular to the minor axis. A transparent ruler like this one, with the red grid line set across it, can be quite useful when we need to make lines perpendicular to one another. I found it to be especially valuable when laying out rectangular frames, which we'll run into quite a bit in the next section of this lesson. Anyway, once everything's down, we start drawing our ellipses. There are two variants of this exercise, and we're going to focus on the simpler one to start, as we get used to what's being asked of us here. Simply draw ellipses with the same degree or width within the funnel. Try your best to keep them aligned such that the minor axis cuts them into two equal, symmetrical halves down their narrowest dimension. You will make little mistakes, but keep striving to keep them as well aligned as you can. And of course, try to keep them snug between the arcs as well. And as with all ellipses we freehand throughout this course, be sure to use the ghosting method. Execute the marks with your whole arm from the shoulder and draw through them 2 full times before lifting your pen. With a few of these under your belt, let's look at the more advanced version of this exercise. There's only really one change.
Freehand.
We're going to look at that perpendicular crossbar as being an ellipse with a degree of 0. And as we move out from the center, we're going to draw our ellipses so they get wider. So right in the middle, they're at their narrowest, and out to the ends, they're at their widest. This represents how, when looking at a cylindrical structure like a tube, a pipe, or a sausage, the circular cross-sections will be seen as getting narrower as they slide towards the viewer's position, and wider as they move farther away.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I was doing here.
This is what I demonstrated in the ellipses video, with my little cardboard ellipse cutouts. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about now, be sure to go back and watch that video again.
Okay. I know you're
And that's pretty much it. As with any exercise that has multiple levels to it, it's critically important that you go through those levels one at a time, giving yourself ample room to get acquainted with what the basic version asks of you before moving on to the more advanced one. Students often have a habit of getting ahead of themselves, thinking that they're going to get more out of spending all their time on the advanced one, but in so doing, they only distract themselves from getting the basic principles of the exercise down. You'll also note that you will make plenty of mistakes, just as I have here, especially in the alignment of your ellipses. Don't worry about it. That's a perfectly normal part of the process. Just be sure to go back over your page when you're done and identify the spots where your alignments were off, and by how much. It is in identifying our mistakes that we put ourselves in a position to learn from them.
We love
That's
to
it for
learn.
this one,
We love to learn.
but I'll have a short additional video going over the most common mistakes we see in this exercise next.
I might as well watch that before I do it. I feel that makes sense because I've not been doing that for the other ones because I wasn't aware. Let's check this out.
So the primary focus of this exercise is aligning your ellipses to some arbitrary minor axis. The funnels exercise gives you a minor axis line. And of course it gives you the curves along the side, but let's ignore that for a second. One of the main mistakes that students run into when doing this exercise is that they will just draw ellipses arbitrarily. And these ellipses are incorrect because the minor axis for these ellipses is not lining up with this central line. This one's actually not too far off. This one is quite far off. Sometimes you'll end up in a situation where you are actually keeping all of your ellipses aligned to one another, but not to your intended minor axis. So for example, some students may end up with something looking like which is wrong. Because despite the fact that these ellipses are aligned to one another, their minor axis is more like this, instead of coming down this line. So instead, we want to make sure that we are splitting each ellipse into two equal symmetrical halves down their narrowest span.
So that's wrong, right? Because it should be
something more like that. And of course, we are keeping those ellipses nice and tight together. And since there's two variations on this exercise, you may want to play with having the ellipses get wider and narrower as they move away from or towards the center of your minor axis line, but that is not necessary. It's an extra added level of complexity which will come into play later on, but for now, if you're struggling with nailing the minor axis line, don't worry about it. But if you are confidently able to get your ellipses fairly closely aligned to the minor axis, then go for it. Try and spice it up a little bit, but only once you've gotten comfortable with this aspect of it.
I know there's one called bingo, right? Like, bingo! Come on, bingo! Come on, mates! Bluey, mate! Alright. So what am I, That's like an old video, right? Huh. So a lot of these videos have been like re-recorded, right? So I got... Whatever. Okay, so... one filled sheet of the funnels. Okay. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Alright, what am I doing here? And then I want to bum with my whatever. Huh? Yeah, I don't know the Bluey characters. I just know there is one, like, you know, there's Bluey. And I know there's Bingo. Like, come on, Bingo. I just don't know. They're not aligning to the... Okay, yeah. Then what's my sick example? This is a sick example. Okay. I'm gonna do the red. Dude, this is reminding me of, like, Event Horizon or something. You know what I mean? Like this, the movie, right? I'm not talking like the actual sort of scientific principle. This reminded me of some, like, Event Horizon sort of deal. Burp, burp. It's that side, man. There's always something going on, man. Okay. It's like commit to that. We are drawing funnels. So we are family. All my brothers and sisters with me. Oh, we are family. Ba ba da 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 da. The magic asparagus, bro. These are interesting things, man. I am not well versed in the Bluey multiverse. The race I've been seeing this I've been seeing these posters everywhere for this thing. For the Bluey show. I've been seeing a lot of posters for this. The Bluey show. Like, I walk outside my house and this is on like buses, and it's also on you know, there's big posters on the walls and stuff. I've seen that all over. Oh, I did know that about that. I did know it was like it was a doggy color palette. I was aware of that that fact about Bluey. I did know that. Come on, Bluey, mate. I'm going like Scouse there. It's starting to sound like John Lennon. Come on, Ringo. Alright, what am I doing? Okay. Cool. Funnels. What's like actually the next class we're getting into? I mean, not that I'm gonna do more classes today. Ooh. Wait, what's next? I don't want to skip into the end. Yeah, where's like frickin' lesson 2? I mean, that's all cool. Because it's all like lesson 1, part 26. Like, where's... Oh, that's lesson 2. Oh, it's all here. Lesson 1, the basics. Lesson 2, organic forms dissections. 250 box challenge, 250 cylinder challenge, 25 texture challenge, 25 wheel challenge. Lesson 3, applying construction of plants. Ooh, lesson 5, applying construction of animals. Okay, alright, okay. I'm just curious. Obviously, I'm not skipping ahead, man. I'm not skipping ahead, because that's... Two pages of birds. 4 pages of non-hooved quadrupeds. That's funny, man. That's funny. Cool, but we're moving. We're still in lesson 1, lines, ellipses, and boxes. And we're going to be moving next class into boxes. It's crazy. It's crazy. So lines and ellipses. So next thing is going to be that. That's crazy. You know what? Let's do a everybody's begging for a bluey, right? So sometimes you just gotta give the people what they want, you know? Hey Mostar, the people are wanting a bluey, so actually we should do a bigger bluey than this, man. Or maybe not. Maybe we're gonna go small scale bluey. Bluey's a little bit rounder than what I'm doing, but let's actually I'm gonna do that first. Because the people were demanding bluey, you know? But dude, bluey's got like a long ass arm, no? It kind of like hangs over everything. So let's oh no. Oh no, Bluey's eyes. We might be able to salvage that a little bit later. Okay, Bluey's got a stomach here and like a mark here and a mark here. Got some big ass eyebrows. Tail goes like that. Socks on the feet. They go like that. Alright. I haven't seen a single episode of Bluey. I don't know Bluey. But the people demanded Bluey, so we gotta give them what they want or they go crazy. They get violent, you know? So we gotta give the people these things or it gets problematic, you know? Although maybe this is my original character ready. Hey, okay, so that's a little... Looks so frickin' boxy, no? Try and round out Bluey a little bit. Look a little bit more friendly. Alright, that's a Bluey. I really dislike the tail. Oh, you're playing Muse Dash. Okay, very good. What's really annoying today, man, is the frickin' Internet Archive is down. It's been some hacker group who've been saying it's like really closely associated with Israel, have hacked the Internet Archive, which is annoying because that's where I was reading a lot of these books from. So I've had to take a little contingency, you know, and just find some other resources until Internet Archive comes back on, which hopefully isn't too long, you know. But yes, I jumped into this like Gen 3 book, Gen 2 book, sorry. Dude, my Igglybuff has like huge ass eyes. Huge ass eyes. Frickin' giant. It's kinda cute though. Kinda frickin' cute though. So we chuck in an Igglybuff. Yeah, no, it like the oh my god, she looks like, yeah, forget about that line. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Let's do one of our Oddishes, because we know how to do Oddish now, right? So we can just like chuck out an Oddish whenever we need an Oddish. Oddish is like available, which is cool. But I was thinking, what if I became like a fan artist for like all of these characters which are like really easy to draw? So what if I was like a fan artist for like, I don't know, Animal Crossing characters and Igglybuffs and you know what I mean? Like all these like super easy to draw characters because they're just kind of like fundamental shapes. If I just did fan arts of those, I could get an audience, right? Draw wheezing and coughing. I'd like to draw wheezing and coughing. So these are the ones I like we've drawn a bunch of Oddishes now. Pikachu. Well, Pikachu in this pose. Maybe what if we try Pikachu's in like in a different pose? What if we like, you know, now have, I feel like I'm drawing the same thing again. You know, what if we give him like a, do you know what I mean? Like a sort of like this. What if we did like this Pikachu? Yeah, dude, I'd like to do a comic. I'd like to. Do kind of like a Pikachu like that, you know? Kind of something different. I want to do another Igglypuff, because, well, actually, no, I should do a couple of, like, dog heads, shouldn't I? That's one of the things we do. We like to include some dog heads. We should probably have a dog the other way. Oh, maybe we could, like, do Bluey in, like, that sort of, in that sort of style. In a second, alright? Okay. Sure. Okay. Onto the pile. I'm gonna do a, like, maybe I'll do a, like, this is day 10, I think. Maybe I'll do, like, a day 30, like, after a month. I'll do, like, a, I'll do, like, a, going through the pile. Because at this point, we've got, like, there's, like, a lot of stuff in here. Like, a lot of stuff that we've worked on and we've drawn, and I'll do, like, maybe, like, not like a live stream, maybe I'll do, like, a YouTube video where I kind of, like, go through the pile. It's like, I know at least I will think that's cool. Like, I'll be interested in looking back at that, you know? So yeah, let's do a little bit of an Igglybuff with changing the perspective. It's interesting, Igglybuff doesn't have, Hey, good morning, dude. More star, yeah, you are weird, but it's okay. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Like, literally, who cares? It's all okay. But, it's definitely not normal to do that, but life's open world. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So, I am in full support of you eating with the chopsticks. But yeah, I do think it's it's all good. We can do whatever we want. You know, that's the thing, we can do whatever we want. I do think there's a lot of good things that come with eating stuff like that with chopsticks. Is I think using a tool, whether it's chopsticks, forks, knives, and rather than just like diving them with your fingers, I think it at least makes the process a bit more deliberate, which I think is beneficial for two reasons. I think reason one is if it's something you don't want to like, I think you should always be eating intentionally, right? Instead of just sort of like gorging. For two reasons. It's like, first, you might not want to be eating that much. And second thing is you're going to enjoy the food more. If you're more intentional about eating the food, I think you're going to enjoy it more, always. But again, these are just my opinions. That's the wonderful thing about life, isn't it? Not one of us is right and not one of us is wrong. Different ways of looking at different stuff. It's all good. Chuck in some more Igglies. Igglypuff. Igglypuff. No, Igglybuff, sorry. And then Jigglypuff. and then wiggly. Tough. It's meant to be bluey, but I feel at least to begin with, it's coming out a little bit more Scooby-Doo. Well, you're training your left hemisphere with the chopsticks? Is that a thing? I thought that was just like a myth of just like, you know, like your left hand side is your creative side and your whatever is your is that real? Chat, is this real? Dude, we're doing like evil variations today, aren't we? Yeah, I wanna try that Pikachu I was doing again. You know, the like that sort of one. It's a real but vast oversimplification. Or if you prefer, it's not real as stated. Okay. I feel you. I feel what you're trying to communicate there. Let's do a little dog head down here. Guys, these are gotta be like a lot better than what we started off with, right? Hey guys, this has got to be it's got to be an improvement, right? From what we've previously done. Should we add in a jiggly? Ooh, a Russian the Jigglypuff. This feels good, man. Dude, we should put in a chicken, shouldn't we? Do I put one here? I feel we put one here. No, I understand what you're talking about, man. I understand what you're talking about. But yeah, I from what I remember reading about Into a long time ago is like it's quite often oversimplified, right? Like the left hand's the creative side, and whatever it is, all that sort of statements. Hey, let's have a look back to day one. So that's today, and then that's my first day. Which, these were done very quickly. There is that. So, I know what we make of this. Oh, I know what I wanted to open up. No, not that. That? Dude. That's what I just had open. Not that. I thought I found a Sonic. Is that what you do? I can't remember. Yeah, this is what I was. Yeah, man. This is by the same dude who did my Pokemon drawing book, so that's like frickin'. Let's frickin' go, you know? Let's frickin' go. Ooh, I have not left enough room to do a Sonic here. Because Sonic the Hedgehog requires some serious room for his frickin' quills. Hey Ava. Nobody's stopping by today. I was very talkative today. It's nice. I like it. Dude, the Sonic silhouette, you know. Gotta get that stuff right or you're gonna look like a fool. Rex, not super interested. I'm looking like a fool. Gotta go fast. It's the thing from the 1-up boxes, yeah. Kind of is, isn't it? Hey, that's kind of chill. That's a cool. So, that's day 10. Dude, I wanna see how long that kind of sheet took me to do. I'm sort of curious about that. I'm curious about like what my sort of okay, that's like 15 minutes. That's cool. That's alright. Dude, that's okay for 15 minutes. Dude, I am so, I'm really hyped for the third Sonic movie. I'm really hyped for it. I mean, there's things that I don't like particularly love about the Sonic movies. Like, I think it's kind of weird how Sonic's sort of like, he's like a child in them. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like a child little boy. Who's like adopted by a family and stuff. Like, I don't super vibe with that, but I think the Sonic movies are fine. I think they're really, really watchable. And so I don't get these like crazy expectations that like some of the people within like the Sonic sort of fan community start to like lose their minds over. Because some of the Sonic fans go crazy and they get these like crazy ass expectations, and I don't go there. I think for what they are, I think they're super enjoyable. I feel like getting better. So I don't know, maybe this new one's going to be pretty cool. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for it, yeah. That's true. There's a facts which are true. Okay, Ava. You take care. If you're really tired, yeah, you should probably have a little break. Am I hyped for the Minecraft movie? I wouldn't say I'm hyped. I wouldn't exactly say that I'm hyped for it. No. Can I just say no? They were gonna do. Rob McElderry was gonna do an animated one, right? So like, Rob Mackle. How do I spell it? McElhenney. There we go. Like, this is what we were gonna get. Like, he was gonna make an animated version, and they did like a whole press release and stuff. Yeah, like Rob McElhenney was gonna do he was gonna like write and direct like this animated Minecraft movie. I'm like, I like Rob McElhenney. I think he's funny, you know? So I would have been like a lot more interested in that than... I can't even remember who's doing the live action one. I think it is it the Night in Museum guy? Like, who's doing it? Oh, it's called A Minecraft Movie. Who are you? Who are you, Jared Huss? Oh, it's the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite. Okay, and what's he done since Napoleon Dynamite? Oh, he did Nacho Libre. Okay. Sure. Cool. Yeah, I like Jack Black. But, like... Well, Jerry, like, the thing is like, Minecraft doesn't have a story. Like, Minecraft's just, like, a thing, right? It's just, like, a thing. So it's, like, kind of weird. I have seen Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre is fun. He's like a luchador. He's like a Mexican wrestler. Nacho Libre was fun. But dude, when that movie must be like 2007, alright? Something, right? Because I remember seeing that in London. And I'm trying to sort of like flash back to that period in my life. I am building blocks, placing blocks, 'cause I'm in freaking Minecraft. That's what I mean, yeah, it's like, why aren't we doing an animated Minecraft thing? I don't know, man. Whatever. I'll check it out. Whether I'll go, like, buy a movie ticket for it, like, whether I'll go to the cinema, I don't frickin' know, dude. But, I'll definitely watch it when it's on, like, streaming and that sort of stuff, because I'm, like, I have that curiosity factor. Like, I want to watch it burn. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you want to, like... But if it's good, that's sick. Like, if it actually turns out to be cool, that's great. Because I always want, like, more good movies, you know? Like, I always want to see something good. So if it actually turns out good, then I mean, like, sick, that's great. It does not look likely to me. Way past cool. Eli's placing blocks. I like placing blocks, 'cause I'm in Tetris. Dude, they're bringing out this, like, big ass Tetris collection with, like, all the Tetris games on, and I'm like, I'm ready, you know? I am ready, man. Dude, maybe we should, Is there not, like... We want to do the, like, the official... Oh, man, we're gonna have to get this book, aren't we? Oh. We're gonna have to purchase this, aren't we? Oh, they've got a free page. Ah, but do I just get step... Oh no, here we go. We can... Step 1. Draw a tall cuboid for the creeper's body. Okay. We can... Oh no, we're not giving ourselves enough space here, are we? Let's turn this over. I love following these official how to draw guides for children. Okay, I kinda... Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Unless I want to make that his head. Dude, this is complex. This is freaking complex, right? Dude, this is like Drawabox challenge. He's just leaning, you know what I mean? He's just leaning. Yeah, dude, dude, this is like insane. That you're expecting some kid to be able to like mess around with all these like different frickin' blocks. Cult of the Lamb. Hey, see my little dude? He was a recent acquisition. Oof. This sucks. This freaking sucks. 8 pixels by 8 pixels. Oh my god, go screw yourself. You being real? Like, actually get lost, get a life. Poof. Yeah, exactly. The Minecraft doesn't have a story, but the movie does need one. Yeah, because if you're gonna make a movie, it does require one. But yeah, it does look like just Jumanji, doesn't it? Now maybe we're wrong. Maybe this is all gonna be some like cinematic masterpiece, right? I just think it looks unlikely. Because I mean, the stuff like we talked about it before. Like the Lego movie, like frickin' slaps. Right? But when you hear the idea of like, oh, they're gonna make a movie out of Lego bricks, it's like, that doesn't have a story. Like, it's Lego bricks. And then they made it and it was amazing. And you could tell from like those first trailers, like, oh, this looks like it's actually gonna be good. Right? You see the first Minecraft trailers and you're like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be ass. This does not look like it is gonna be a great thing. But again, maybe it's actually going to be sick. We'll find out. Thank you very much for yeah, man, Hideo Kojima. I'm still waiting for my copy of Silent Hill 2 to show up. It hasn't come in the post yet, man. I'm still waiting for my copy. As soon as that comes, we're gonna be or do the Roblox movie. Oh, so we did it. We did a creeper. That's kind of cool, right? That's like a thing. He's kind of cool. I kind of wish he was on here with the rest of these dudes. Jason Momoa should have been Steve. I mean, like, I sort of like, don't exactly care enough to have an opinion. Do you know what I mean? But ooh, that's kind of hard, isn't it? And you gotta like yeah, okay. That's kind of hard. That's kind of cool. I'm happy with that. I think we did good. What about a 90s Disney Channel cartoon character? What I mean, so who are you talking about, dude? Are we going like DuckTales? Are we going like DuckTales? We're going like Scrooge McDuck. We're doing a little bit of Scrooge McDuck. Oh, this is cute. I like this, man. I know that's like the new one. I know that's like the new DuckTales. But that's cute. So what am I doing? I'm doing that and that. Okay. So but I want that to be like a bit lower down. Try and do this, man. Oh, and then that kind of like projects outwards. Okay. Hey dude, hope you're doing alright, man. Hey, I think this is gonna be like potentially a fun one to kind of like learn and get better at, because I don't love that. I don't love that at all. There's a lot of things I don't like about that, but oof, I can't just do that. Who's Gummy Goo? I don't know who Gummy Goo is, man. I don't know who that is. Oh, this dude. This is Gummy Goo. This guy. So let's see, he's kind of like a... He's got a cowboy hat. Kind of got that Sonic bee in the body. There's always a party outside, man. There's like literally always something happening. I live on like the main street of a capital city. So there is always something. He's a non-playable character. Oh. I see. He's coming to life over here a little bit. Hopefully this is gummy goo tastic enough. Yep, I live above a restaurant. I live above a restaurant. You're right. You're correct. There's a restaurant down there. There's a restaurant way down there below. Okay, so there we did the gummy goo guy, and we got Donald over there. Kind of cool. Who did we do on the other side? Oh, we did the creeper. I might do another creeper. I might go back to that that frickin' Minecraft book, which I'm looking at in the most like goofy ass way possible. Dude, how do I? Oh, I can do this. Oh well, then that's a frickin' game changer, isn't it? I'm gonna do a I'm gonna try another Minecraft. I am placing blocks, 'cause I'm in frickin' Minecraft. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. I'm quite high up though. I'm in the sky. I'm quite high up, so I'm not like immediately in proximity. It's a few floors down, you know. But yeah, it's all generally very exciting in Rex World. There's always stuff going on in the world of Rex. Try and draw this guy quickly. Sort of get the ideas. Get kind of the shapes. Get kind of the shapes. Oh, I can buy myself flowers. Yeah, this is like quite a few floors, you know. I feel when I get to the frickin' Drawabox challenge, I feel like when I actually sort of get to that, it's I might just turn them into a bunch of Minecraft dudes. My day's going good, man. My day's going good. Just chilling out, hanging out, drawing with the peeps. It feels good. We got the party time happening outside the home as usual. We got a lot going on. Everything's going good. Everything's going good. We're happy. We're content. We're having fun. I'm happy you're good too, my man. Happy you're also doing good. Yeah, Hollow Knight's a game I need to play, dude. I haven't tackled Hollow Knight yet. Which considering I'm a real big like you know, Metroidvania, dude. It's something I should really check out. 'Cause I'm sure I'd love it. But I just haven't got round to it yet. Just need to make sure I've played it before Silk Song comes out, right? But that feels like I got infinite time. Something's up with that game, right? Because, like, why hasn't it been released yet? Do you know what I mean? Like, something's going on there. Something is going on with Hollow Knight. Why isn't GTA 6 released yet? Could have spent a crazy amount of money getting that online thing to be some sort of infinite. GTA 6 is because first GTA 5 online still makes a crazy amount of money, like an insane amount of money, and they're wanting to perfect the formula for taking money with GTA 6, man. Be a money-making operation. Peanut from House Pets. Oof. Dude, I can try. I can try. The bass on your headphones massively spiked. Is that because of me? Is it because of the bass drum outside? Because there is a bass drum outside. So if you're hearing a ba 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 ba, that would be the bass drum outside the window. Let's go. It's like a webcomic. It's been around for like a really long time. It's kind of one of those like classic furry webcomics. I'm gonna draw a Pikachu over here in that Pikachu-y way that the book taught me. I apologize for any vibrations that have been caused by the official Rex Rebel Heart drawing stream. Ba-ba-da-bum, ba-da-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. That's some nice doodles for today. I feel we're progressing. I feel we are progressing when it comes to the Rex hunting dog drawings. I feel things are slowly but surely getting a little bit better. So I'm quite proud of that. Quite proud of our output today. It's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to drop off. I'm going to go eat. And I think I'm probably going to come back and play some Fallout in like an hour or so. I think. I'm going to see how I feel. But don't be surprised if I reappear to play some video games. But I need to prioritize eating first. But thank you for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. I hope you had a nice time. Hopefully the Internet Archive is restored as soon as humanly possible. Because I'm gonna be upset if it's not coming back. But yeah, guys, peace out. Thank you for coming to hang out. Yeah, I think it is. I think House Pets is the one that's Markiplier's brother. I think you're right. I think you're totally right. I really think you're right. But yeah, I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna go eat, and I think I'm probably gonna come back in an hour and play some Fallout, at least just for a little bit. But yeah, guys, take care. Have a good time. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying this a lot. lot. What's actually cool about this is because I'm tracking this all the streams, I'll be able to like do a 100 hours update of practicing drawing and stuff like that, and see how much I sort of progressed and whatever the hell, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, guys, thanks again for hanging out. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.